So we're going to move on to Estonia. Shall we take a look at the people that came second? So, Nick, was there any of the people that came second that stood out to you?
Yeah, You and the Dragons. I thought that was just simply beautiful. It was very hypnotic. And Ollie is going to be forever the bridesmaid, isn't he, in Estonia? I think he should give it a rest next year and come back bigger and better.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there. I think you can have overkill sometimes, can't you? And you're sick of seeing them. It's just like, just calm down a bit, mate. Have a couple of years off and come back. It'll be fine.
Well, I didn't like the song, but I think it was the opener, and I just thought, oh, there's a theme here of disintegrating underwear, you know.
You see, I'm not adverse to a bit of writing on the bottom. You can tell that I clipped that up, can't you? There wasn't much singing in that clip. Brendan, you're not adverse to a bare bottom, are you?
I am, actually. And it depends who it is. My missus is in the room. I thought it was a very, very good final. Very strong. I think anyone could have won that, apart from the odd one. My favourites, Annette Weikma, the Serotonin. Sean would say, I love it, I love it, I love it. It builds so well, the fantastic voice, enjoyable, and the electronic piano, very memorable. I really thought that would win. Everybody went on about Ollie, however, that was not my favourite at all. Just seemed it's like another Duncan Lawrence. I think what we said previously. No, thank you. And then Still Love. I really like that duet. They complement each other so well. It reminds me a bit of Ben and Tam, Yes, from Denmark a few years ago. Or was it the one that did not happen because of COVID? That builds really well. Again, just lovely voices. I thought I really like the maybe a bit cheesy love song type things. That really works for me.
Sing it like a lullaby, close your little heavy eyes, and I will be by your side. And if you want, hold me like the world's on fire, rest your pretty head on mine. I mean, poetry. Daniel Levy, for me, has sung the most beautiful song of this entire final. Last year, Latvia had sung a similar lullaby, which I also totally loved. Yeah, that was my favorite, actually, to win the whole thing. I didn't understand why it didn't. But as a good second place for me was Peter Podar. It was in Estonian, in the native language. It has good 80 vibes. It was not that hysteric. It was plain fun. I really, really dug that as well. Yeah. But overall, it was a really, really good final. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the final. I thought it was fantastic. We sat through some quite tough watches. Yeah. And I thought last night was brilliant. We heard some really, really good songs, but I totally agree with Nick about Daniel and Over the Moon. I really enjoyed it. I'm not a slow, sort of song person, but it was really cute and it was really nice and it was a beautiful little song. I enjoyed the staging as well, and I know it's all sort of contrived and there was nothing there that you weren't expecting from when you heard the song. But I thought it was just so sweet and it was so lovely.
Well, I look, I believe Victor Crone was one of the writers, so I don't know if anyone else knew that, or I might be making it up, but I'm sure that's what I read. Yeah, it was a nice ballad. I'm not really a ballad lover, but that was okay. It was good. I'm going to say with Brother Apollo, yeah, I think they had to drop the trousers because it wasn't the best song of the night, was it? Bless him. But it was a bit of fun. It was a good opener.
I thought with him playing the piano and he went a bit when he was playing the piano, I thought, oh, that's you don't want to be singing like that when you're playing the piano. And then it was all explained afterwards, and it was like,
But speaking of piano, Ollie, my friend, when I started, I thought, oh, go here we go, another piano ballad. And then suddenly it turned into a rock song. I was like, where did that come from? I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I didn't really think I'd like it when it started, but yeah, that was good.
I think, was it Nelly with Kate Umber? The song was Kate Umber. I don't know if I was having an episode last night, but I thought the vocals were absolutely perfect on it. Not necessarily, I wasn't maybe too keen on the song, but she sang it absolutely beautifully. Oh, but I really think it was such a good final.
There were a couple of country songs as well, weren't there? Carlos O'Connor was country, and Udo Sepp and Sarah Murray was sort of country as well. It's unusual to get two country songs in a national final.
Yes, well, maybe in Estonia. We don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's go to Irene. What did you think of the best of the rest?
Oh, I have some thoughts. So the first one, Brother Apollo with Bad Boy. If you're singing I'm a bad boy, I don't think you're a bad boy. So move on, you know. I was like, that doesn't not really much for me. I really liked Carlos with Never Grow Up. That was totally ticking my boxes. I really enjoyed that, even though he wasn't just in a plain shirt. I really liked it. The serotonin one, oh god, that was my personal winner. I just know that I'm gonna repeat that again and again. And that's also what I love about national finals and Eurovision. You get to discover so much of the artists and new artists that you just, I really, really love that. Ollie also really liked that, and it felt more than a bad boy did. So I was like, maybe they just need to switch those songs.
Paul and Andrew, I bet there's a few in here that you like.
There is indeed.
My favourites were Ollie and Daniel Levy. I think both of them, and I will say up front, Ollie is not my normal type of song that I would like. It was very My Chemical Romance, very sort of like later Green Day. I thought it was a strong song, and I could see that in Malmö going top 5. Similarly, Daniel Levy, I think that was beautiful, excellent, and I think that could have gone top 5 as well.
Yeah, I agree. Now, after the sort of like the original shot of Bad Boy, it actually settled down into probably the best final that I've seen so far. That Bad Boy song was just. They're not, as Aline says, you're not bad boys if you've got to say it. Underpants, really? Do you really have to get your underpants out? It's all been done.
Been nicer underpants as well.
Yeah. Carlos, Never Growing Up, I thought it was a good AOR rock song, nice voice. It's quite anthemic and catchy. I thought it reminded me a bit of Elbow. It would have gone down well at Glastonbury, I thought, as a bigger anthem. Bit of rock schlager from Annette Weikmar. Serotonin had me bopping anyway. Kind of thought a 99 Luftballon feel from that one. Peter Poda was another one of my favourites. Thought it was like a really good 80s electro pop, aha type, with bits of The Weeknd from more recently. And the use of AI in the song was brilliant. I really loved that. And the last song, really loved that too. Brilliant, beautiful voice. Reminded me of Husavik from the Eurovision film, and mixed with a bit of Sanna Nilsson vibe. Absolutely loved nearly all of the songs.
Best the wind machine since Corona as well.
And just a TV company, the TV company should be proud of themselves. I love that guitar off as well in the interval. All kinds of guitar solos. Hard rock, Hallelujah. 80s Coming Back, Euphoria, Waterloo, loads of them.
I
Loved
think
it.
this was the first time we've ever watched the Estonian final, and it blew us away.
If anybody's watching and they haven't watched it, go back and give it a run through, because it really was worth it. It was absolutely fantastic. I think we'll go and have a look at what won. So there we have it. That was a treat. It's 5 minutes and Puuluup. Okay. Yeah. So 5 minutes. They're a hip hop group formed in Vasu in 2015, and Puuluup. Looks like words that are nice to say. Puuluup. They're a new folk band, and when I say new, it's NU, as in like new metal and stuff like that, not NEW. So they're a new folk duo formed in 2014. The instruments they play are the ukulele and the tal harper. So that's all right. Well, 1 out of 2 is not too bad. So let's go to someone that's really going to be positive and love this, and it's right up their street. The best thing they've ever heard. They've already been to the bookies. They've already put 50 quid on it. It's Paul and Andrew.
It was Estonia's choice, so we have to respect their wishes.
So let's go to Nick. Nick, you love the winner. I can see it in your eyes.
Respect to the Estonian people, but I think this is the kind of song that is made for Estonia and for the Estonian people, because they really, really seem to dig it. But because it's in the native language and it has probably a deeper humoristic meaning that I, on the surface, don't understand, it flies above my head. How do you say that? You know, it goes above my head. I don't know what's going on there. So, like I said, I think the Estonians are very pleased with this song, but yeah, as they should be. But for me, no, not that much.
Oh, that's okay. At least you were nice about it, Nick. Brendan, I could see you bopping along to this when we were playing the video. What do you think?
That was discussed, not bopping along. Yeah, I haven't got a great. It seems like they're having good fun. Obviously, it's a fan favourite. I'm sure somebody else would use the word cultural orgasm. I wouldn't. It's a bit Looney Tunes. Yeah, I kind of was just hoping it wouldn't win it. It's like they're trying to copy the idea of the fun behind Carrier, that kind of theme, I thought. By far not my winner. I think Estonia made a little bit of a mistake.
Eileen loves this.
Yeah, I think the vibe of the song is a totally party. Like a lot of my generation people will definitely like this. I had the feeling that they were at the after party and I was still at the reception. Like I was not drunk enough to already be in that vibe. So I need some alcohol with that song, but yeah, it's their choice. And like Nick said, maybe it's because it's in their native language that it flies above our heads. But yeah, it's the kind of songs we see this year at Eurovision. So I don't know if it will actually do really well, because we already have like a few songs where I need to be like really drunk to vote for it. So we'll see how it goes.
Let's go to Nick. Now look at Nick's lovely, cute, look at his little happy face. He's thrilled with this, aren't you, Nick?
Oh, absolutely. I even though I didn't want it to win, I knew from as soon as when I first heard it that this was the one that was needed to be beaten. It's I don't think I'm going to be dancing that dance, not with my weak ankles, but overall it was just it's fun. It reminded me of Zobzy Dub with the Trinaletto. As soon as they hit that beat, I bet you the arena will be bouncing.
This is the best song ever. You could have this. As soon as we saw this, we thought, oh my goodness me, they need to send this. Everyone's going the language. Blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what they're on about, but I want to join in. Well, I do know what they're on about now because Phil looked at the words, and you're going to be thrilled by it. But it was so much fun. You've got the weird instruments. They actually play the instruments. They're in a weird new folk band, and they actually play the instruments. It's a proper Moldovan instrument. They're not pretend. But Phil, what's the meaning of the song?
Well, I just want to say, this is what I love about Estonia. You always get something like this in an Estonian final, and this time we will. The title of the song translates to, "We really don't know anything about these drugs." And it appears to be about people having their house raided by the police for drugs and denying all knowledge of any drugs and claiming that they don't do drugs, they just drink soda and cider because they're too poor to actually buy drugs. So yeah, it's all about denying any knowledge of any drugs, and it's just a whole heap of fun, and I thought it was fantastic.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. Chuck us all on, Phil. Let's ask some questions that people are going to disagree with us about. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you think the right song won? Oh, I knew we could rely on Mick. Now that Mick knows it's about drugs, he's all over it. Do you think it will qualify? Okay, mixed bag there, yeah. Will it worry the top 10? Is it going to be a top 10 song? Oh, okay, fair enough. But that's it. I think we're done and we're dusted. I think we saved the best song for last. And don't forget to ding and dong our bell, follow us on...
Oh, hang on.
The banner's not on. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Mastodon, Instagram. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. But if there is, we'll have heard of it and we're on it. So just search for us. We'll be there. So it just leaves us to say thank you to our guests. Bye!